Young Adult Podcast.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to podcast 179.
No, this one.
All right, you got your numbers all figured out over there?
It took a second. Just pretend it went flawlessly.
Oh, man. What are your thoughts on the Lions game from Sunday?
Well, I was right. We won.
Nailed it. Yeah. And but as far as a victory goes, it certainly doesn't feel like a victory.
Feels a little bit like a Pyrrhic victory.
Like a what?
A Pyrrhic victory? Isn't that?
I've heard of that term before. I forget exactly what that means.
The maybe a Persian king or someone who led his army into battle, and they were going to conquer this huge bit of territory, and they won the first battle, but they took so many losses that they basically had to turn around because they didn't have enough troops to finish out their entire campaign. So it's like, you won, but did you really?
Yeah, it felt like, okay, we won, but there was a lot of things to be concerned about.
Yeah.
So-
Lots of things to be concerned about.
But you got your picks for this week?
Yeah.
All right, I actually have Preston's going to come in and give his pick
Okay.
when I holler for him. But you got your
All right.
dad's pick?
I got my dad's pick.
All right, here we go. Who will win?
It's time for the picks.
All right, you know what? I'll go first.
All right.
Then I'm going to call in Preston,
Okay.
and he's going to do his pick. So, last time I checked, the Lions were favored to win.
Really?
Yep. Lions were favored to win last time I checked by 2.5, and that is still the line right now. So it's a home game. It's a Thursday, Thanksgiving Day game at 1 o'clock. Don't like Thursday games. The Lions do not play well on these Thanksgiving games at 1 o'clock. Historically, stink. I hate watching them play on Thanksgiving. It always ruins my Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Yeah, especially if they lose.
Even when they win, you're like, what did I just watch? Kind of like the Giants game. It's like, what did I just watch? But yeah, they're 2.5-point favorites. What do you think about that?
I can't believe it a little bit. But
right.
it makes sense, home game.
I got a Lions loss.
Okay.
Offensive line ain't right. Our secondary stinks.
Yeah.
And it's so hard to win when your offensive line ain't right and your secondary stinks. Preston, you got your pick? All right, Preston's coming in through
He's
the door
coming
right
in.
now. All right,
Just
he's just
open
gonna
the door.
lean in and use the microphone.
Just
Get on camera. Get your head somewhere.
Oh, yeah. All right, the Detroit Lions on Thanksgiving all time are 37-45-2. The last time they played the Packers on Thanksgiving, they lost. The Detroit Lions this week lose to the Green Bay Packers.
What's your score prediction?
Oh, just sounds like Josh Jacobs is going to play. I'm going to go 29-24.
Wow.
Go, Pack, go.
Wow.
Unfortunately.
So it's a close game then.
Yeah, I don't know. Lions last week seemed kind of like a trap game in between Thanksgiving and Philly, but they got burned by Tyrone Tracy and Jameis Winston, and that's very alarming. So, who knows?
Who does know? He got burned by Robinson, too, that wide receiver.
Oh, yeah.
Wandale? Yeah.
He went off.
He went
He's
off.
actually good, though. Tyrone Tracy's not good. Jameis is his own special breed of football player.
I don't know if you guys can hear what Preston is saying. Maybe we can boost the volume there to pick him up.
Yeah, we'll see what we can do. You know what's crazy? I don't understand. How does our defense hold Philly to under 20 points?
It's because Philly does stink.
And then we play the Giants with no Neighbors, no Dart, no Scattaboo, and almost like barely squeak out a win.
This is crazy, but the Giants actually are sneaky good. They've lost, and just like how they lost to the Lions,
Yeah.
is how they have lost all their games to very good teams.
Yeah.
Very good teams. That's how the hell. So they took every single great team in the NFL this year down to the last seconds or overtime.
Yeah.
But they always lost.
They've always lost.
Yep. And that comes down to coaching and one or two players that just quite, can't get it done. They fired their defensive coordinator after the game.
Yeah.
But without Jahmyr Gibbs, we never would have won. All right, what's
Sure.
your pick?
All right, I'm taking the L as well. I got a Lions loss, mostly just because of historically on Thanksgiving they're bad, and yeah, I'm gonna take the L on Sunday. I think it's gonna be a tough turnaround playing Sunday and then Thanksgiving middle. I know the Packers have to do it too, but just seems like I'm gonna go with the loss.
Okay.
My dad actually has got the win. He's going with the win.
Man, I love when your dad goes for the win and we all go for the loss. You know why?
Because he usually ends up being right.
He does usually end up being right.
Yep. So he's got a Lions win on Thursday.
All right, so let's update the scoreboard here. I'm 8-6. Preston's 8-6.
Yep.
You are now 9-5.
Make me 9-5.
I think your dad's 11-4. No, 11-3.
11-3, I think.
11-3.
Yeah.
Yep, 11-3.
11-3.
All right, so now we got our stuff going. All right, I think I know what I'm gonna do for my culture clash today.
All right.
You got your culture clash
I
picked
got
out?
mine. I got mine.
Oh man, this clash is with my biblical worldview.
Man, that clashes with my biblical worldview.
All right, do you want to go first? Do you want me to go first?
I can go first. I think you went first last time.
All right, do it up.
All right. So culture clash. Here it is. I mean, this is kind of an easy one for this week for me, because this obviously Thanksgiving week. But this always has kind of rubbed me the wrong way as an adult.
Taxes.
I mean, yeah, taxes, but that's not what I'm talking about. No.
Okay.
Is the week of Thanksgiving is it more about giving thanks or about deals?
Oh man.
Because it
That's a good
seems like
question.
people are way more excited about the deal they got than about actually giving thanks, about gathering up with family, about just reflecting on the past year. And I know Thanksgiving's not even a Christian holiday at all. It's the pilgrims coming over on the Mayflower being thankful. But it just seems like there's such deep, rich American history. And it could be such a deep time just to be like, man, as a Christian, I'm going to pause. I'm going to give thanks, praise God for what he's done in the past year. And it seems to me like we are far more excited about eating a piece of pumpkin pie and the deals that we're getting at Target this week. Because now it's not even like Black Friday's not Black Friday.
Yeah, it's
Black Friday's like Black Friday week. Where
month even.
every weekend in November we have a different Black Friday deal.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
it's commercialized so much.
So much. And what's even more frustrating to me is that it's so much of the stuff is like it's just for me. You know what I'm saying? It's so self-centered.
You know what it is.
So there you go. That's my culture clash.
I like it. All right. I got a culture clash.
Okay, what do you got?
I wish I could remember where the state this pastor lived in. Man, it's frustrating. But this just happened.
Okay.
Pastor got arrested by the local police.
Okay.
Because he was using the church as a homeless shelter for people to sleep in at night to get out of the cold.
Okay.
And he didn't have the proper license or paperwork filled out with the city to identify the building as a shelter. He actually went to jail. And I couldn't believe what I was reading. And somebody made a comment under the post that I saw. They saw this on Instagram, and they said, "Is it just me, or do all the fake Christians show out on TV, and the real ones are getting arrested?"
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, we've got a problem.
Yeah, I agree.
A big problem. Now, there is some good news with this pastor, is that he was released, and they are going to let him do this good deed.
Okay.
And,
That's good.
But it is interesting. There are quote unquote professed Christians kind of all over TV.
Yeah. All
But-
over YouTube, all over TikTok, Instagram.
And
Oh,
I'm really thinking of, especially the ones like on actual TV.
Okay.
Like, you got a lot of politicians that are claiming to be Christians. You got a lot of
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
you got a lot of like actors proclaiming to be Christians, but then you've kind of listened to them closely after they profess to be a Christian. You're like, I'm not sure they even go to church.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Or like, I'm not quite sure they know what they're talking about.
Yeah. Yeah. The athlete that you see in the interview, and they're like, "Man, I just want to thank my Lord Jesus Christ," and then you're like, "Wow, that guy was so drunk on Friday." You know what I'm
Something
saying?
like that. Like something
Yeah.
you're just like, a lot of Christians on TV, but it seems like the real ones are getting arrested.
Yeah.
And it makes you just kind of sit back and think, Lord, we need revival.
Yeah. Yeah.
This nation needs revival so badly.
Yeah.
And it's my culture clash.
That's a good one. Well, I know we're not quite into Bible talk yet, but I was reading my Bible, and I was reading in the book of Peter, one of Peter's letters that he wrote. And it's really interesting. I've noticed it, but I really kind of honed in on it this week.
Yeah.
There's a main thread throughout Peter's first book, the First Peter, where he is really honing in on the fact that, hey, if you're being criticized, if you're under persecution, if the world is against you because of your Christianity, he just kind of just lays it out there real blunt. He's like, that's okay. And I think that's what we're seeing a lot of right now.
Yeah.
And it's kind of comforting that Peter would be like, hey, it's okay.
Yeah.
There's this, heaven is more important than this earth.
Yeah. It is so strange. The day and age we live in.
It sure is.
Really, really strange. All right, you want to go on Bible talk?
Yeah, let's go to Bible talk.
All right, it's Bibbly Talker time.
I love me some Bible talk.
That's my that's my favorite one. I had to go back to my favorite one.
All right.
I think it's your favorite too.
It's so cheesy.
But
So
it's,
cringy.
I think it's your favorite.
I don't think it's my favorite. But
You know what though? I see your face light up. I see your body. I react. Yeah, I think it's your favorite.
it makes me laugh, that's for sure.
So Bible talk today is interesting. You remember the children's story you read as a kid, the Three Little Pigs?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
For sure.
The three little pigs. One of them builds their house out of straw.
Yep.
One of them builds their house out of sticks.
Yep.
Then one of them builds their house out of bricks.
That's true.
And then the big bad wolf comes. Of course, he's usually able to blow the house down made out of straw.
Yeah.
Blows the house down made out of sticks, and then can't do anything with the bricks.
That's right.
And it's you said an allegory.
Yeah.
A metaphor
It's a metaphor.
for life.
Yeah, for sure.
There's a whole lot more there than just a fun or interesting children's story.
Yeah.
There's also
Absolutely.
a great allegory with the song "Row, Row, Row Your Boat." But,
Really?
Yeah.
I never heard about that one.
Okay. Here you go. You ready?
Yeah.
Row, row, row your boat.
All right.
Just worry about your boat.
That's good. I like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gently down the
Down
stream.
the stream.
The tortoise always beats the hare.
Yeah. That's good. I like it.
Okay. Merrily, 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 merrily. Life is but a dream.
Life is but a dream.
And there's something there. There's something to this.
Yeah.
There's a lot to this. So a lot of that old school stuff, songs and stories are metaphors and allegories for life. And I'll never forget, personally speaking, when COVID hit.
Yeah.
You know, it was a situation where myself and my family, we found ourselves really in our own problems, big problems. And we had to figure things out.
Oh, yeah.
We had to pray through things.
Yeah.
We had to talk through things. I had to check on, I had family around the country. We've got people who live in Albuquerque. We got people family who live in Arkansas. I got family in Colorado.
Yeah.
How are you guys doing? Especially all of us, we're in the ministry.
Yeah.
And you're not meeting.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
practically speaking, you have to bring in tithes and offerings to survive.
Yep.
So, but you're not having any more church.
Yep.
So how's tithes and offerings coming in? How are you doing financially? How's the family doing? It's just the stress, everything. But then you got a church of 1,000 people. Mm-hmm. They all are calling you,
Yeah.
saying, "Hey, are you guys doing anything to help?"
Yeah.
I don't know. I need help too. Like,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I you know what? Great question. I've barely got my head above water over here. Now I have to figure out a way to help somebody else. Mm-hmm. And the staff came together, and so said, "Hey, we've been doing like this and this and this all these years, and we could continue to do this. Like we give away Kroger gift cards, Meijer gift cards.
Mm-hmm.
We've helped people with their life and their finances all throughout these years." And so one of the board members was like, "I say we go and we get all these gift cards, we do all this stuff, and we just offer this as a way to help." Well, what can we do, for people who still want prayers, people who still need to talk, counseling, Hey, you know what? We've been live streaming all these years. We were one of the lucky churches, I guess you could say, that for years, even before COVID hit, we were live streaming our Sunday
Right.
morning services.
Yep.
Hey, we could stream a Sunday morning service. Hey, we have all these cameras, we have all these microphones, we have all these instruments. Let's see if we can get a few people here to do some worship. We could record it with all of our stuff. We could edit it. We got 6 people here who know how to edit.
Yeah.
Oh man, you know what? I think we're prepared. We're actually pretty prepared to help people in need financially, help people who need food. I think we're pretty prepared to start streaming. Hey, we're prepared even to do this. We could even do that. We know how to do this, like we did services from the rooftop. And then we got out this huge sound system, and we put like 20 speakers throughout the parking lot.
That's crazy.
They were all daisy chained together with DMX. And so they had great speakers coming in right around them if they sat in their car with the windows down. We filled the parking lot up. We preached from the rooftop. We had a flat roof in this one spot.
Yeah.
It seemed like as we just simply sat and started talking, we were not just prepared for COVID, but at times it felt like, Pastor Aaron, we were more than prepared. It's almost as if our house was built before the storm ever hit.
Yeah. You had a house of bricks before the big bad wolf showed up.
It felt like that. And when the big bad wolf first showed up, though, you panic.
Oh yeah. He's a big bad wolf.
And you forget a little bit, or maybe a lot of it.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
just forget, like, wait, we're pretty prepared for this.
Yeah.
And then even financially, as a church, like we looked at our finances. Hey, we can survive.
Yeah.
You're gonna get paid. We've got a lot in the bank. We're gonna be able to survive.
Yeah.
And that was before we knew everything, before we knew what would happen. But we just realized, wait a second here. We're prepared for the storm.
Yeah.
There was a valuable lesson I felt like I gained during COVID. And I wonder if you felt like you had gained this lesson too, which is build your house before the storm comes.
Yeah. I think this is it's a great point. And obviously Jesus tells that story where he says, there's one man who built his house on the sand. The wind came, the rain came, the floodwaters rose. And I think it's in Matthew's gospel. Jesus said that house fell and great was its fall. And then he said, but the one who built his house on the rock, the winds came, the waters rose, the rain came down, and the house stood. But if your house is going to stand through the storm, you got to have a house.
Huh.
You know what I'm saying?
It's a lot of work to get a house.
It is. I watched and helped a little bit. My parents built their house. We did a lot of the work ourselves. We had some work parties on weekends. A few of the really skill things, final electrical, final plumbing, things like that. We hired someone to come in and do, but a lot of the work on my parents' house they built, but it took them years.
Yeah.
To build their house.
Yeah. It could take you years just to save up to be able to buy a house.
Yeah. It took me that long. took me forever.
Yep.
Or most of my life up to this point. I'm 27. It took me 24 out of these 27 years.
Yeah.
And I mean, I was saving for a while. Pretty much after I bought my car, I was like, all right, I'm gonna start saving for a house. And I think this lesson comes into play where you, as a follower of Jesus, Pastor Luke, that we need to be setting ourselves up for when the storm comes, because Jesus said that trials and tribulations will come. So I feel like I've talked with some people that are just like, you know, you kind of ask them, man, what are you going to do if something goes wrong? Or if they're like, oh, well, God will just take care of me. And I think to an extent, obviously God will take care of you eternally. Your soul is secure, but God also very clearly asks us to be a good steward of the things that he gives us.
He does.
It's very, very clear in Scripture.
Yes.
That if God has given us things, God's given us relationships, God's given us resources, God's given us skills, we're supposed to be a good steward of those things.
Yeah.
And so if you are living your life constantly just doing everything off the cuff, flying by the seat of your pants, whatever, you know, word you want to use, not stewarding those things well, and then all of a sudden the storm comes and you're like, oh no, God, please help take care of me.
Yeah, God, where are you? God, I hate you.
Yeah.
God, why'd you do this to me, God? And God's going, it wasn't. I had nothing to do with it.
If you just started building your house, you would be able to weather the storm just fine.
I think so.
And I think that's really important. And I think there's a million different directions we could go with this. But I mean, think about financially. Well, actually, we kind of talked about financially. Let's go relationally. There's people that I went to church with my whole life, and grew up in high school. They were a part of Ignited, part of youth ministry with me. I would even say people that, if you looked at their life in high school, you'd be like, man, this person's going somewhere.
Sure.
And then they get out of high school, they disconnect from a lot of their friends from high school. I mean, I don't have that many super close friends from high school. I'd say I have one, and we weren't really friends. I'm a year older. Just thinking about Jason Ullman.
Okay.
We're great friends, but we weren't really friends until I was out of high school. He was still in high school, but so I'm not saying that just because I don't have all those great friends, but these people drifted away from the church, from their relationships they had, from their pastors that they were surrounded with, and they didn't replace them with those same. They didn't go find another church when they went to college.
Yeah.
They didn't surround themselves with great friends when they got this job in another state. They didn't find a pastor who genuinely cared about their life and their soul.
Yeah.
And ask for their input and go to church and things like that. Like, they didn't do any of that stuff. And now they're looking up, they're in their mid-20s, late 20s, early 30s, and they're like, oh, man, my life is a mess.
Yes. It will get dirty. It will get messy.
And I'm just like, man, if you would have stewarded the relationships that God has given you along the way, if you would have continued to press into a local church, even if it wasn't our church, man, if you moved to Tennessee or I don't know, wherever, like if you got yourself plugged into a local church, got yourself a pastor, were a part of a small group, a part of community that wanted to build yourself up, if you would have dated God's way, the way that Scripture tells us to, right? How many people have you and I counseled who are coming to us and they're like, man, I'm just broken. I have all this hurt. And it's because they never stewarded a relationship well.
Oh, man. I'll even say this. When it even comes to your marriage,
Yeah.
you're going to have problems in your life.
Yeah.
And when you get married, you know what happens? Your problems double.
Yep.
You have a kid, your problems triple.
Yep.
You have 2 kids, your problems quadruple. I'm just saying. Now, what you need to establish is that strong marriage. Mm-hmm. Because the storms come. And many marriages don't take the time to continue to build their house, their relationship house.
Yeah. Yeah.
They built a strong house when they were dating and when they were engaged.
Yeah.
And then they get married and they stop building their house.
Yeah.
They stop dating. They no longer feel like they're in love. They stop pursuing each other. They stop talking as much. The busyness of life, the problems of life begin to mount up.
Yeah.
And the marriage gets further and further pushed to the background. And then you find yourself really, really hurting.
Yeah.
And one of the solutions, unfortunately, is divorce.
Right.
But I want to say right now is one of the most important foundations in houses that you got to continue to build is that marriage house.
Yeah.
Is so that when the storms come, that there is a strength between that husband and wife
Yeah.
to withstand the storm.
Yeah. And, you know, I've only been, me and my wife, we've been married 4 years. So not super long. But I'm so glad that we've had so many couples in our life that have, before we married, told us that. And then as we've got married, continue to ask us and push us. Hey, are you guys going on dates? Are you guys pursuing each other? Like, not just like, oh yeah, you better prep for it. And prepping is great, but then like being in a community of people that encourages you in that. And obviously you have to do the work.
Yes, you have to.
Just because someone tells you to do something doesn't mean it's just going to happen. Like, you have to do the work. You have to put in the work to do it. But it's so amazing to see. Even, like I said, we've only been married 4 years. So it's not a super long time. But to see the fruit of what happens when we do put our marriage as a high priority in our life and we are intentional about going out on dates, about pursuing each other, about making sure that, you know, we constantly are talking to each other. Hey, how's your prayer life been this week? Have you been in the Word this week? And even looking then at some other couples who got married around the same time we did and just looking at their life and maybe knowing that some of that stuff isn't happening and being like, man, there could be so much better if you would have stewarded, or if you start to steward the things that God's given you.
Man, it's so true. I'm so happy that I have a very good marriage.
Yeah.
I'm so happy. And I'll even end with this. This will really excite you, I think, too.
Okay.
So I didn't even feel like Jen and I had really peaked until about year 10.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that.
About year 10, it felt like, I'm not going to say like we were finally good at being married.
Right.
That's a weird thing to say.
Yeah.
But it felt like at year 10, it had built up, and then it was like, it was year 10 was amazing.
Yeah.
And so you can look forward to that.
Come on. Yeah.
You're like, oh, we're so close. How could we be any closer? And I don't know how, but you can.
Yeah.
And I just remember doing our 10-year anniversary, and it's like Jen and I were talking. We're like, I love you way more right now than I even like year 5.
Yeah, man, that's crazy.
It is. It is crazy.
And it's amazing.
It's strange, but it's a result, I believe, of working at it.
Yeah.
And pursuing your spouse.
Yep.
Telling them you love them.
Yeah.
One of the best compliments Jen has ever given me had nothing to do with the way I look.
Yeah.
Actually, one of the best compliments she gave me is how she said, you know what, I was so insecure in high school. And it affected a lot of what I did, my diet, my exercise, everything.
Yeah.
The way I saw myself. And she goes, and I'm realizing that I haven't thought about that stuff in so many years. Like I hadn't even thought about it.
Yeah.
And then she's like, wait, why?
Yeah.
And she's like, you know what? And she looked at me and she goes, I think it's because you just love me so much
Yeah.
that I'm not insecure about stuff.
Oh man, that's amazing.
I was like, really? I'll tell you right now, I could have thrown a F-150 across the river. I was so pumped. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
I was like, oh, to get these kids out of here, you know what I'm saying? We need to have some alone time right now, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well, I'm like, oh my gosh, I was like, I love you, you know. But I'm just saying, like, it does get so much better, but it's that foundation that you have to build.
Yeah.
And anyway, storms of life.
They're coming.
Yeah, they're coming.
They're coming.
And I want to be ready.
Oh, yeah.
I'm ready. All right, that's it. What was this podcast like?
Whoa. Sorry.
That was a big kick. You kicked the whole table across the room.
This podcast is pretty rich. It went a different direction I didn't think it was going to either.
Yeah.
It was...
Like a fruitcake.
I wasn't going to say a fruitcake, but...
Very rich, and it goes a direction you don't expect.
That's true.
I hate it, but it's exactly what you just described.
Let's roll with the fruitcake.
It's been great to be with you, audience.
See you guys on the next one.
Bye.
Youth and Young Adult Podcast. Youth and Young Adult Podcast. Youth and Young Adult Podcast.